Dude, I almost died. I swear to God, on a stock where, dude, it was a 3D stock. I never told this story. It was a 3-dimensional stock, and it was a live fire shot.
Okay.
And I used to bring like a little fanny pack of water, like almost none, because it was hot. It was summertime in Atterbury, Indiana. Smoke check hot, but I always like to travel as light as possible. I'm heavy enough, dude, so I like to be light. And I would freeze my little thing and put it in a hunting fanny pack, and have the, all the stuff going in it. But dude, I went Winchester on water. I'm like, I'll be good, right? But it was a 3D stock, and I was an idiot and didn't listen to the brief in the beginning of like what bearing to take on the way out. And so I was like, I'll remember it, but I fucking didn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you're in the woods. You think, you can kind of have a gauge. And I'm like, yeah, it's like that way. I kind of knew. It wasn't like completely wrong, but I was like, I'll go this way. But bro, I started walking, and I'm like really, really dying at this point. And it's taken a lot longer than I thought I should be. And I'm like, well, and you have a time limit.
Mm-hmm.
And so the brief was this: if something happens and you're in a bad situation, shoot up into the sky, right? With your blanks. Yeah. Shoot up into the sky. Well, I'm with my weapon, and I tumble down this ravine, bro, because I'm like delirious, and I'm in a full ghillie suit, and I'm completely seizing up, dude. My legs are getting to that point, and I'm like, I was like, dude, I can't even move, and I'm laying down in this thing, and I had this moment where I could not move, and I'm like frozen. I'm like, and I look at my gun, and I'm like, shoot into the sky, and I thought about like what that would do, me shooting into the sky, like I need help, and I'm like, I'll just die. I was like, and so I just laid there. I was like, I'd rather die.
Yep.
I'd rather just die here in this fucking thing than.
I ain't a bitch. How you going out like this?
Yeah, dude, I was like, I'll die. So I laid there, bro, for probably 30 minutes till I could actually move. And I crawled my way, and it took me, I was way late, but I show up onto this like road, and I go, and I hear one of my like older girls, he goes, holy shit, he's right there. And the bus, everybody's already loaded up waiting for me, dude. And I'm like, and they're like, what happened? And I must have been ghost white. And he looks at me. He's like, you dumb. And he looked at my face and he went, whoa. And he saw that I was
Water.
Actually, and dude, I ended up passing, dude. But they were like, what the fuck? And they're like, it's like a small stock field. I almost like died, dude. But that was a funny, like, looking back, how ridiculous, how quickly it can catch up. You're out in the woods hunting and doing shit. The wilderness will sneak up on you, dude, in simple ways. And in the jungle and places I've been, dude, if you're not paying attention, I don't care how prepared Gucci you think you are, dude. Like, you better know where the fuck you're going, dude.